Yo, what is going on everybody? Welcome back to a brand new Destiny video. Now, I just got done watching the Bungie livestream today of the Age of Triumph reveal. Now, they released a ton of information about the raids today that are coming back, as well as a bunch of new weekly activities, new guns, and a lot of things that are going to be added to Destiny later on this month on March 28th. Now, they revealed some pretty awesome information for people that love to do raids, like new challenge modes and recreated gear from the Vault of Glass as well. They also added things to the new raids, but they didn't really tell us too much about what they added. They just wanted us to be able to figure out for ourselves when the update does get launched. Now, one of the little things that they did mention, they didn't really make a big deal about it when they did, but they kind of slipped it in there and said that they were going to be bringing back the Vex Mythoclast. Now, almost the second I heard this, I had to get on the game and just test out the Vex Mythoclast. Now, this was one of my favorite weapons back in year 1, and the fact that they're about to be bringing this back is pretty awesome. Now, they didn't really say how good or how powerful it's going to be or whether or not they were going to make any real changes to it. There's another live stream coming next week with a bunch of sandbox information, like stuff that they're doing to scorias and special ammo, or whether or not they're going to change the no-land or sidearms, so that'll all be released next week. Unfortunately, they didn't really tell us too much about that in this live stream, so we're going to have to wait till next week to see all of that. But for this gameplay, I am using the Vex Mythoclast, just seeing what it can do now in this new meta, as well as the Saladin's Vigil. That thing is just freaking broken, I swear. Every time I take it out, it just looks like the game doesn't work. So in this game, we're going to be showcasing the Vex Mythoclast mostly, but in year 1, this thing was actually really overpowered. They had to nerf it back. Now, unfortunately, I didn't even have it in year 1. This is like the last exotic that I was able to get. I was just super unlucky and not able to get it, so I was never really able to use it when it was extremely overpowered back around like launch of Destiny, but I definitely do remember dying from this Vex Mythoclast quite a few times back in the day. Now, I can't wait to see it in year 3, what it's going to do and how it's going to like compare up against sidearm users. But we're going to have to wait to see what they're going to do to special ammo in next week's update. But either way, I actually can't wait to use like the Vex Mythoclast in Trials. And if they do end up bringing back some of like the Croto raid weapons like Fang of Berute, or maybe even like the Vision of Confluence, that scout rifle is insane. So if they bring back some of the other old raid weapons, like some of the legendaries as well, I'll be pretty hyped about that. And I think it's going to be pretty good for the meta that they actually have in the game right now. The Vex Mythoclast to me is like the perfect thing to take out of sidearm users, so I'm pretty interested to see what these new weapons are going to do in Trials of Osiris, especially the Vex Mythoclast. That thing is just devastating. And they will be bringing back Fatebringer as well as some other weapons, so who knows, these new weapons in the Crucible could really change things and actually make the Crucible a little more fun. Personally, I don't really like the way that the meta is right now. I just don't like the fact that I don't have my special ammo. And I wish they would make it so that you would just spawn in with sniper ammo, but who knows, they might make some changes to that, and we're going to find out about all of that next week. But I definitely don't really like how many sidearm users there are in this meta at the moment. So I'm hoping the sandbox changes that they mentioned next week will make this game a little bit better. It's really annoying how many changes that they're making, like every month it seems now. It's going to be 2 months in a row where they make a sandbox update, but it's better to have the game in a good spot, even if it means making a lot of updates. Eventually they're going to get it perfect and it'll be a lot better, but I just hope that they get it right this time so that we don't have to deal with all these little changes that they have to make so often. I think it's kind of annoying how often it is changing right now, but it's definitely better than leaving the game broken, so let them do what they want, and hopefully eventually they will get this game to a state where everyone is happy, if that's even possible. Now, this gameplay is almost over, but before we go, guys, I want to talk to you guys about another idea I have now. With all these new raids and everything coming back, I think it would be pretty awesome if they would bring back the Year 1 Iron Banner as well. Just let me know what you guys think about that. I think it'd be pretty sick to see like the Fellwinter's Lie come back, as well as some of those old, like the Galeon's Demise, and just some of those old Year 1 weapons come back for Year 3. If they're already bringing back all of the raid weapons, which we don't really know for sure yet, but if they are bringing back all of the raid weapons, then I think it'd be pretty awesome if they would bring back all of the Iron Banner weapons as well, maybe even the Year 1 Trials of Osiris weapons. With Destiny 2 on the way, I think it'd be really awesome just to finally let everything in Destiny 1 be used at the same time and really see what the best guns in the game are. After all 3 years, there's been like 1 year where you can use these types of weapons, and then the next year you can use these weapons, and I don't really see the point in that. I feel like it'd be awesome if for just the last couple months of Destiny, they would just leave everything at the same light level. Just make it so that every piece of gear or every weapon in the game can be infused up to 400 light. That way we can use everything that we want in our vaults, and we won't just have all those items that have just been sitting there since almost even year 1 for some of those items, just sitting there literally collecting dust and wasting our vault space. That'd just be really awesome. So let me know what you guys think about these updates coming in the future, as well as what you'd like to see in the sandbox update next week. Other than that, guys, hopefully you have a pretty awesome day, and I will see you guys tomorrow in another episode of the Trials Legend. Peace.